yara ñilla domoro ka diatel
boy janno CK's restaurant
e sa nakko be ni na dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kende ma bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lo dunia kono domoro betama ñillom international o tewoda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandin
e oto sa nakko be mu CK's restaurant
dafa na janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baluwo?
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 What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
agada
mbijan raganyadi
albaka
mbaka important
yo nga transfer la sto
ya transfer la
ha code nyinji
okay important nsila id soto
sa sorry agada
mbijan bro
albaka
mbaka
bara alla service o tariya
mbale
ki janna nun kunu bara tariya
jannom yona forest de bureau gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere birim koyna fo kato
bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolon blabe
56 branches mola soto gambia ja
ha
gambia kono ani gambia bantala bankol nko kodo kiya bere kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi topoto nin kodi maraw jannom number 1 ti nyonta andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi mani domorol ni fana beteata gambia dawda yalo ma kum fa kendol sotale je
wo moyo diat
apelenta
baraka ni ma lafta nyelen kendol e bina
yalo bu kanyi la ko la baraka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
baraka
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas.
Continue, please, proceed.
Mr. Chair, we're ready to proceed. The witness is just being ushered into the hall.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Doctor, after the break.
Thank you very much.
You're reminded that you're still under oath.
Doctor, Nula Delal Wat, Nula Fateline, Wat Ngabe Pare.
In the last session, you have discussed with the Commission your educational background, your ranks in the military, and your medical practice. You also talked about your arrest, detention, and further release. And just before the break, we were actually discussing about your encounter with Yaya Jammeh.
Balanyo nopaleku bijehni yang dondiwa sa ndajemi ak Yaya Jammeh,
where he actually informed you that he could cure HIV/AIDS.
Fufula la wahena mom munna faj HIV/AIDS bemwer.
And you went on to tell us how you refused him access to actually administer this cure in the medical facility known as the RVH then.
Nga continue waxtanan ñu ninga démé be bañ pour mom mu def liggéey bobu ci biir l'hôpital bi nekk Banjul moy l'hôpital bu mag.
At this point, if you may continue to tell us what happened after that encounter that you had with Yaya Jammeh.
Fum nekk ni mun nga continuer bi ngeen dajé fofu be waxam mom gannaaw lolu yépp la mujjé xew.
After the press conference, he told me he was going home and he wanted me to see him off.
Gannaaw bu ñu waxtaanee ak way taskati xibaar yi ba pare nag mu ne dafa ñibbi te dafa bëgg ma gunge ko.
We walked
ñu dal di doxandoor.
From my gate
li ko dalee suma bunta lopitaan ba ba ci moom buntaam ba.
That is the accident and emergency gate.
Foofu mooy lopitaan ba place bi ñoo wax accident and emergency ca bunta ba.
To the back gate of the State House.
Ba ca bunti gannaawi State House.
When we got there,
bañ fa àggee.
He wanted me to go in.
Dafa bëggoon nag ma dugga.
I didn't feel good about going in, and I made him know that I had to go home.
man nak suma xel dalu don dal pour ma anda mom dugga ci la ko xamal ne dal dama wara ñibbi.
Oh, he gave me a lot of money.
Ca la ma may nak xaalis.
A lot of money.
Xaalis bu bari de.
Do you remember how much it was?
I gave out some of the money that he gave me, but by the time I got home, I had $70,000 here with me.
Maye na ci de way terewul bama eggé kër lima déssé won bima ko konté égana juroom ñaar fukki junni dalasi.
Do you know why he felt the need to give you this money?
Well, I used to say to him that he was just paying back.
Dama ko daan wax rek ne daf ma fay rek.
He did that so many times to me.
Def na ma ko ay yoon yoon nak.
He will even see me on the road and say, hey, Tiff, give me some money.
Leg sax daf ma gis ci mbedd rek ne ma am tiyel dal di ma may xaalis.
Doctor, you have told this commission that you actually walked from the A&E gate to his gate at State House, the back door?
Yes.
Wax nañu ne dox nga ak mom ci jóge ci bunti A&E ngeen dox ba bunti gannaaw bi State House.
Wow.
And that he gave you money which was more than the sum of $70,000?
Jox na la xaalis boo xam ne ëpp na juróom-ñaari fukki junne.
Is it correct to say that then Yaya Jammeh used to walk around with a lot of money in his possession?
Mu ngi mel ni daal Yaya Jammeh daf dee dox ak xaalis bu bëri loo xam ne mu ngi ci biir loxoom moom.
Yes.
Wow.
And then he would just give it out anyhow he feels.
Yes.
Moom daf ko joxe comme ni mu ko bëggee rek.
Wow.
The whole country saw that.
Loolu moom réew mi yëpp gis nañ ko.
So after that incident where he now goes in, can you tell this commission what happens next?
Gannaaw loolu yëpp ba ngeen àggee bunti State House ba ngeen tàggoo foofu gannaaw loolu lana xew.
The following week,
bés bu ay ba ca toppa.
I went to work and Chief of Protocol called me and informed me that I was needed at the State House.
Ma dem liggéey Chief of Protocol ooma ne dañ ma soxla State House.
I went and
ma dem.
It turned out to be the day that he gave his I have been mandated speech.
Mooy bés bi nga xam ne nag ci la joxe kaddu pour wane ne daal lii dañ ko ko santa.
Were you the only person present at State House on that day?
Yow kenn nekkoon ak moom ci State House bés boobu?
No. The president was there with some of his cabinet ministers.
President bi mu fa woon ak ñenn ci ay ministres.
The ambassadors of Taiwan and Cuba.
Ambassador bu Taiwan ak ambassador bu Cuba
were present.
ñoom tam ñu fa woon.
And there was this lady, a UNV.
Amoon na ndaw soo xam ne mu fi toogaloon mbootaay xeeti àddina si ñuy ko wax Rose.
Was working with Santa Yala or one of the HIV support groups.
mu ngi doon liggéey ak Santa Yala wala benn daal ci mbootaay ñi nga xam ne ñoo am HIV/AIDS.
He was there and
mu fa woon mook.
Can you tell this commission why you were asked to attend that meeting?
Nga wax commission bi lu tax mu oola pour nga teew ci meeting ci ndaje boobu.
Well, the president said it himself.
Waa président bi ci boppam wax na ko.
Because he explained during the meeting.
Ndaxte leeral na ko ca meeting ba ne.
If you see the video,
soo gisee video bi.
He called out the ambassadors and thanked them for being there, for being very supportive to the government of the Gambia.
Dafa oo ambassador yi ne gërëm na leen sant na leen ci di jàppale réewi Gambia.
As far as I was concerned, he told me categorically that you are here for one reason.
Man ci suma boppa nag dafa ma ne ma yow mii day lenn rek moo la fi tax a teew.
I'm going to treat these people and you are going to test them and you will see.
Dina faj ñi te yow bu ma leen fajee ba pare yow sa boppa yaa leen a test nga seet leen.
Can you continue to tell the commission in the exact words he referred that you would actually test the patients?
Mun nga wax commission bi ci kàddu yi mu daaneel moom ñi moo faj noonu su paree yow yaa leen di seetaat.
He told me that he had 9 patients.
Wax na ma ne am na juróom-ñeenti nit yoo xam ne ñu ngi amee feebar bi.
Who were HIV positive.
ñoom ñëpp ñu ngi amee doomi jàngoro HIV.
Were already receiving treatment in our national AIDS program.
ñoo xam ne ñu ngi faju ci ron programme national AIDS bi.
And that he was going to give them his medicine. And I will test their status. After treatment, they will all be negative.
Man ci suma boppa maa leen a seet te suñ paree ñoom ñëpp dinaa gis ne amatuñ doomi jàngoro bi.
In your statement, you mentioned that after that meeting, he now started the presidential alternative treatment.
Ci sa kaddu buñ binda wa nga ne gannaaw loolu ci la door di faj ñooñu ci faj bi mu doon di defal nit ñi.
Wow.
That's right.
Dëgg la.
Can you tell this commission if you were present during the said treatments?
Ndax mu nga wax commission bi da nga teewoon bi mu dooree di faj ñooñu ak ni mu demee.
Throughout the period that he treated this 9,
jamono ji yépp bi nga xam ne mu ngi faj juróom-ñeent yi.
I was present.
maa ngi fa woon.
Because he insisted that I must observe what he was doing.
ndaxte moom daf doon wax ne man foog ma taxaw ma gis li nga xam ne moom laa def.
He wouldn't tell me what he was doing.
du ma wax lan laa def waaye mu ne naa taxaw seetaan.
He wouldn't tell me what kind of medicines he was giving them.
du ma wax ban façon garab la leen a jox.
He wouldn't tell me what ayats of the Quran he was reciting.
du ma wax it ban aaya la doon wax ci alxuraan bi.
He wouldn't tell me what he was rubbing on them.
du ma wax tamit li nga xam ne moom la leen doon riib ci seen yaram yi.
Because he said if he gives me his secret, I will sell it.
ndaxte moom ci moom li mu wax mooy ne su ma waxee sekkareem dama koy jaay.
He said he wouldn't tell me what he was doing.
mu ne ma duma la wax li maa def waaye taxawal rek nga seetaan.
Dr. Njie, but you observed the sessions.
waaye fekkee nga ni moo defee faj boobu.
waaw fekkee naa ko.
And you saw how the treatment was being administered.
gis nga ni moo defee faj bi comme ni mu ko defee ci gaa yi.
Can you explain to this commission how the treatment was administered?
mun ngaa wax commission bi naka la doon di def pour ni moo fajee gaa yi naka la doon di def.
Well, there are various forms.
waa anam yu ci bari la ko doon defee.
The treatment was not the same every day.
bor bu set ni moo fajee ak ni mu fajee woon démb daf dee ute.
I remember day 1.
fàttaliku naa bés bu njëkk bi.
First patient.
ki nga xam ne moom lay njëkk a faj.
He got him on a table.
daf ko teg ci kaw table.
And he went round him.
mu dal di ko wër.
holding his Quran.
dal di téye alxuraanam di ko wëndaal di ko wëndaal.
And reciting some things that I don't know.
mu doon am yu moo tari yoo xam ne daal man sax xaw ma ko.
Was he reciting verses from the Quran?
daf doon di wax ay aaya boo xam ne ci Quran bi la jógee.
I wasn't sure because it was not clear enough for people to know what he was saying.
wóorul ma de ndax kàddu yu mu doon génnee leerutoon pour nit ñi xam la.
Well, when I asked him.
waaye nag laaj naa ko te ba ma ko laajee.
He said that's his secret.
mu ne ma loolu di secret la.
You may
he
continue.
would do that, then he will apply some ointment over them.
dina ko def jël yenn diw yoo xam ne moom.
He will give them some potions to drink.
dina am lum leen a jox ñu naan.
He would give them what traditionally we call safara.
dina am lum leen a jox loo xam ne saafara la.
Can you tell us where this treatment was taking place?
No, mun nga ñu wax fan la doon di def faj nii.
At the State House.
State House la ko doon defee.
In the glass house.
ci benn néegi weer.
How many days did this treatment procedure go on for?
ñaata fan la fajam bi jël.
We started on that Monday evening and afternoon.
bési lundi boobu ca bëccëg lañ ko door.
And Saturday we tested them.
mu dem ba samedi nag ci lañ leen test pour seet leen.
Doctor, we have received evidence here that in his declaration he had said he could cure HIV/AIDS in 3 days. Is that correct?
Doctor, ci kàddoom yi mu wax moom mu ne mun naa faj AIDS ba mu wér ci ñetti fan.
That's what he announced.
moom day loolu la yéebaane.
The first 9 patients that you witnessed, were they cured in 3 days?
juróom-ñeenti nit ñi nga gis mu jox leen garab ndax ñooñu wéroon nañ.
ci diiri ñetti fan.
ci diiri ñetti fan.
No, these 9 were not treated for 3 days.
The
treatment started on a Monday, and it went on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 5 days.
Lundi la len commencé di faj, lundi talata àllarba alxamis àjjuma loolu juróomi fan la.
Then on the Saturday morning
juróom benneeli fan ba samedi ci suba.
was when he said to me, you can now test them.
Ci la ma ne waa léegi nag seet leen.
Thank you, doctor. Before we get to the testing, you're therefore confirming to this commission that the first 9 drank the concoction for 5 days and not 3 days.
Correct.
Further, that they were also they went through the rubbing of the balm on their bodies for 5 days and not 3 days as declared.
Te continue di rip garabam bi ci yarami ñini be juromi fan waye emuton ci ñetti fan.
Yes.
Wow.
And is it also correct that this procedure was done in the morning and in the evening of each day in these 5 days?
Ci juromi fan yoyu su len joxe garab wala rib len ci suba ak ngoon ndax nonu la continuer ci juromi fan yoyu yeb.
No, there was never a morning session. All the sessions started after 4 o'clock and continued to maybe 3, 4 in the morning.
Déedéet musta commencé faj bi ci jamonoy suba waxtu mu ko commencé dafa fekk ñeenti waxtu tegana te dina continuer ba ay ñetti waxtu sax ci suba.
Which was why it was very difficult for me, because I had to be there and also be at the hospital.
Lolo tax nak man mbiri jafe wona man lool ndaxte dina fa teew te dina dem ci lopitaan bi.
So to better understand, can you explain to the commission the first batch of 9 patients? How was the treatment administered on them?
Mën nga ñoo wax juroom ñenenti nit ñi nga xamne ñooñu la dooree fajam bi naka la demee ak ñooñu.
I think they have just explained that.
To make it clear,
he will give them some things to drink. He will apply some things on them. And he fed them very well. Because he didn't want any one of them to. In fact, he said he was going to be responsible for their feeding. And he gave them the best of food. They were given the best of food.
The witnesses who have testified, some of the patients, that they were fed. Further, we received evidence that they drank the concoction twice every day. Is that correct?
Yes, because sometimes he will give them bottles to take home.
Wow,
and drink in the morning before coming to the treatment center.
We have further received evidence that they were not permitted to go to their homes and that they were admitted at the Kanifing hospital. Is that correct?
On day one, he gave the ground rules. He explained to all of us who were there, the patients, the cabinet ministers that were there, security men that were there, the ambassador that was there. He made it clear to all of us that number one, they have to obey his rules to go on the treatment. anybody didn't accept the rules, that person was free to leave. He said that. He explained to all of them, no chewing of cola nuts, no chewing of bitter cola, no alcohol, no drinking of alcohol. And he talked about the food that they should eat, and that was when he said, look, to make sure that you eat properly, you sleep well, he was also going to accommodate.
Doctor, before the patients were admitted into the program, were they tested? Doctor, any medical officer that was present at that meeting?
There was nobody to show that they had been tested or not, except for the UNV lady I mentioned. I can't remember the surname. She was working with them in one of the people living with HIV groups, social groups. And what the president said to me was, these are people that are on your program. That is the national HIV program. And your people have tested them, they are all positive. And they are all receiving treatment.
At that point, did he inform you what type of treatment they were receiving? Sorry, not what sort of treatment Yaya Jammeh was going to administer on them.
Okay.
It is what treatment they were receiving prior.
Okay, bala gay di door fajam bi mom ban façon faj la gay don di am.
Yes, he told me that they were receiving ARVs from the National AIDS program. He said to me the issue of whether they are HIV positive or not, it cannot be raised because you doctors, you are the people who said they are HIV positive.
Is it also correct that it was one of his ground rules that they should stop taking the ARVs?
Yes. Wow. He said also, take his medication. They had to stop all other medications. And that he said what he was going to do publicly. He was going to televise it so that the whole world will know that he has nothing to hide. Anybody who didn't want that should leave.
Doctor, the evidence we have received before this commission is that the patients did not have a choice or option to leave.
Ken amuti yon bo xamne di nga bay wala lila buga lolu amuti.
And that even if they were given that option, they had the fear of leaving and not obeying an order that the said president then had made.
If fekene sax am nañ yon pour bay way dafa dañuy ragal pour bay fajam bi mom ndig mom president bi isinalen ba pare pour door fajam bi dañuy ragal pour bay fajam bi.
That's their opinion.
Wa hitna lolu sen halat la.
But
why?
In the ground rules.
Li nga xamne moy sarfa yim teral.
This was what the president said.
President bi li la ci wax.
Further, the patients have testified that They were not initially informed that the whole procedure would be televised for the public to see.
Ak tamit président bi waxul leen ci njëlbeen bi ne li moo def noonu yëpp daf ko def ci kanami télé bi pour ñu génne ko ci télé bi waxul leen loolu.
Further, and that it was even a shock for them because they were not known by some of their relatives or even some of them their husbands or wives that they are people living with HIV/AIDS.
wax nañ tamit ne li tax ñeena ñi dañ ci am tiitange bu mag parce que seen mbokk yi ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi sëy seen jabar yi wala seen jëkkër yi xamuñu woon sax ne ñii ñu am feebar bi la mooy HIV/AIDS.
I don't know anything about that.
boobu moom xaw ma ci dara moom.
I found them there. How they were recruited, I don't know.
foofu laa leen fekk de.
What they were told, I don't know.
ni leen
But
dugalee
I
ci
can tell
programme bi
you
xaw ma
for
ko de
certain,
waaye mun naa laa wax ne.
while they were introduced to me as the 9 patients,
biñ maa wanale ak ñoom ne ñooy juróom-ñeent ñi nga xam ne dañ feebar.
I was worried about one of them
am na ci kenn ku ma ci jaaxaloon.
because he was a child.
because nit te kooku xaleel la woon.
And 2 others
am na
who were
ñeneen
very
ñaar
sickly.
yoo xam ne dañ feebar torop.
So I asked the president,
ci laa wax président mi ne.
I said, I hope you realize that this is a child.
maa xam nga ne kii xaleel la de.
And there are laws governing how you deal with children.
te am na luwaa yoo xam ne wane na ni nga war a jëflante ak gune.
The mother of the child got up and said, this is my child.
yaay xale bi jóg ne ma kii suma doom la.
We are both HIV positive.
ñun ñëpp dañ am doomi
We
jàngoro.
all want to get well.
te ñun ñëpp dañ bugg a wér.
That's why we are here.
moo tax ñu nekk fi.
And in our rules of practice,
te ñun ci luwaa ñi ñoo doxale wàlli faj.
you need the consent of parents when you have to deal with minors.
soo waree jëflante ak gune gu ndaw foog ni ndeyam nangu ko.
Where
foofu.
the parents are not available,
bu fa kilifaam yi nekkul way juram yi.
you the medical officer can use your own discretion as to what to do.
yow mi nga xam ne yaa ko faj yow yaay xalaatal sa bopp nag lan nga war a def.
But in this situation, the mother of the child was there.
waaye nag ci jamono jooju yaay xale bi mu fa.
So I assume she knew what she was doing.
te ma jàpp rek ne bon xam na li moo def.
The other 2 who were very sick,
ñeneen ñi nga xam ne feebaroon nañ torop.
it was my honest opinion that they should be taken to the hospital.
man de wax naa ko ne na leen yóbbu lopitaan.
Later on, one of them,
gannaaw gi kenn ci ñoom.
there was a day that one of them was so bad
kenn ki moom feebaroon na torop.
that it's difficult to say this, but Yaya Jammeh and I had a fight.
neexut a wax nag waaye man maa Yaya Jammeh sax jotee nañ ci.
I told him that if anything goes wrong, if that woman dies,
wax naa ko ne jigéen ji bu ko dara jotee bu dee.
I was going to hold him responsible.
dinaa wax ne moom moo ko waral.
Doctor, after you raise these concerns, were those individuals taken to the hospital?
Doctor, biñ ko waxee kaddu yi nga wax noonu ndax ñooñu dañ leen yóbbu lopitaan.
No, he gave them his medication.
déedéet garabam yi moom la leen jox.
And one of them, 15 minutes after that, was dancing all over the place.
te kenn ci ñoom mu tudd fukki minute ak juróom rek moom mu ngi fecc fu nekk.
No, she was all right.
ne wane ne moom wér na.
I was not bothered about all those little things. At that time, my mind was focused on one thing. Let's get to the end, and I test them and know where they are.
man faalewu ma woon sax suma xel nekkoon ci yeneen yi man daal fi suma xel jublu woon rek mooy nañ leen seet xam fan lañ toll.
Doctor, as a medical practitioner, did you believe that that person had been cured, even though she had gotten up and was jumping around?
Doctor, yow fajkat nga. bi kooku jógee di fecca ndax waxtu boobu gëmoon nga ne kii wér na ki doon di fecca noonu.
No.
déedéet.
And my opinion as far as this is concerned, I've already made known to the commission. I didn't believe in it, and I told him. And he also told people that I don't believe in what he was saying.
waaw te
There's
man
no doubt about.
wax naa ko ne ko óoluwuma ko te moom ci boppam sax mu ngi doon wax nit ñi ne man óoluwuma fajam bi.
Did you at any time take part in the administration of the treatment on the patients?
ndax amna waxtu bo xamne yow sa bopa bokkon nga ci faj bi mu doon di faj gaay ndax dugal nga ci sa loxo
di len jox garab
no I never did
musuma ko def.
Is it also correct that the balm was rubbed all over their body, all their parts?
Ndax garab gi doon di riib ci yarami gaay ndax li deugal la ne daf ko riib ci seen yaram bi yeb fu nekk ci seen yaram.
No, it was not a total body rub.
Can you tell the commission how it was done?
Applied on their faces, and on the women he'll cover their breast with a towel, and then he will rub the breast and the belly. But I never saw the feet involved.
Waaw dina leen riib seen yaram yi bu dee jigéen ñi la dafa am sarbet bu moo teg ci seen kaw ween yi dal di riib seen ween yi ba ci seen biir ba ci suuf.
Doctor, we have received evidence before this commission.
Doctor, am na ñi fi ñëw joxe seen seede fii ne.
And some of it was by video evidence.
Ak ñeneen ñi sax dañ ko video wane nañ video bi.
Which was shown to the commissioners.
And
it was evident that the women were not allowed to cover their breast.
And
it was shown on public television. And the president himself was wearing gloves and administering the balm over their bodies.
The president glove yim sol ci loxom yi be paré ci la mo jël rip ko ci sen yaram bi.
You have anything to say about that?
Ndax bobu am nga lo wax ci lu.
I want to know if this evidence is referring to the initial 9 or when he had his presidential treatment program.
Dama bëgg xam ndax façon faj bi juroom ñeneen ci njëkk yi nga wax wala gannaaw bu mu continuer fajam bi.
It is referring to from when he started his treatment.
It didn't happen with the initial 9.
We may continue. You've now told us that you were there with them for 5 days. And that on the 7th day, you were asked to retest the patients. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow. Can you tell this commission the results you obtained?
Results
They all tested positive.
Which indicates that the cure failed.
Obviously, because if he said he would treat them and they would change from negative to positive, and after 5 days of treatment, they were still HIV positive, obviously.
So mom dina len faj jamono jo xamne set nañ len ne ñu ngi amé doomi jangoro té mom wax na ni gannaaw juroomi fan dinañ gis ne doomi jangoro bi nekkaatu ci seen yaram té gis nañ ne mom fa ba légui bon mel na ni faj gi dal mom amut.
Can you tell this commission how Yaya Jammeh reacted to the said results?
Mun nga ñoo wax Yaya Jammeh bim xamé ne ñi bétay ñu ngi amé doomi jangoro bi mom naka la ko jëlé.
He reassured the patients.
He
told them that the medicines that he used, he had better ones. He had better medicines. And he was going to use those ones. They should not worry, he will sort them out. Then he invited me into the glass house. So we went inside. I explained to him the signs of HIV.
li nga xamne modi mbiri HIV
what the national practice was.
Waaye nag li nga xamne non lañ ko wara defé ci réew mi moy
No, missed that. What the national practice was.
li nga xamne non la wara démé moy
li nga xamne non lañ ko wara defé ci réew mi.
No, I explained to him what the national program was doing.
xamal naa ko programme bi nim doon doxee ci biir réew mi.
Okay. How HIV was being managed.
Naka lañ doon saytoo mbiri doomi jàngoro HIV.
The holistic approach.
ni nga xam ne yoon yooyu lañ doon jël.
HIV.
ci wàlli HIV.
I explained the science, the virology, immunology.
li nga xam ne yëpp moom la ëmba ci wàlli xam-xami xarala.
I explained to him that in as much as that was what we were doing, we were unable to cure it, but we could control it, thereby allowing a person to live with HIV. So we had no cure. And that was why I did not believe that he had a cure. So I said to him, another thing that you need to understand is the fact that once you are exposed to the HIV virus, your body will produce antibodies. And when we test you, we look for those antibodies. That is what tells us that you have been exposed and the type of exposure that you've had. It was HIV-1, HIV-2, or both. So I explained to him that, look, this is a simple matter. Once this happens, you have to live with it until you are dead. You can't change it. What we do is we give antiretroviral drugs with the aim of reducing the viral load, thereby allowing the CD4 counts, the helper T cells, the fighting mechanisms of the body. Build up. And by so doing, basically, the person can live a normal life without the disastrous effects of not taking ARVs.
Doctor, you're therefore telling this commission that before you had this conversation with Yaya Jammeh, he didn't really understand the sciences that surrounded HIV.
Doctor, mungimelni balanga ko wakadu yinga wahni Yaya Jammeh dafa meloon ni xamutoon xam-xam bu xóot ci mbiri HIV/AIDS.
Well, for anybody who knows what HIV is all about, who had listened to what he said, will read that this man doesn't understand the science.
So it is correct that you're telling this commission, before he even made a declaration that he could cure the disease, HIV and AIDS, he did not know anything about the sciences that surrounded the disease.
Bala mo gene kado mbina mom munna faj HIV/AIDS mu ngi melni mom amutom xam-xam bu hot ci mbiri HIV/AIDS ni mel moy ban façon febar la.
Otherwise he wouldn't have said that if he treats an HIV positive patient, that patient will be cured and will be HIV negative.
Niko to du don wax ne mom bu faje ke amé doomi jangoro HIV borom dina wér te du amati doomi jangoro bi.
It's not possible.
So it is therefore, sorry, Madam Interpreter, continue.
It's okay, I'm done.
It is therefore correct to say that he misled the population, the nation, and the international arena that he found a cure for HIV and AIDS.
ak ni nga xam ne ñu ngi nekk bitim réew pour wax ne moom mu ngi amee faj li nga xam ne dina wéral HIV AIDS.
That's a tall order. The blind leading the blind.
mu ngi mel ni gumbo jiite ay gumbo.
Maybe you lawyers will call that misleading.
Could
we say it was a misrepresentation?
Well, that sounds more reasonable to me.
Could we even say it was fraudulent?
Fraudulent.
Well, we could even say it was an abuse of power.
No, now a legal dimension that I don't want to be taken there.
But the bottom line is he declared that he had a cure which was untrue.
Why fanyo mujhe rek moy wax na ne mom amna li wéral febar bi li nga xamne nekuton dega.
Yes, we have demonstrated that already. Because when we tested them, they were still positive. We showed that what he said didn't happen. And he acknowledged it.
If you may hold on there. Obi-Wan, with permission, Mr. Chair, sorry, if I may permit the Obi-Wan to play the video showing when he received the report of the victims, patients still suffering and having the HIV.
Fu nek ni council bi mu ngi wax Obi-Wan ne pour mu wone vidéo boo xam ne mooy wone bim amee xibaar yi ñi nga xam ne ñooñu la fajoon benn tey ñu ngi wone ne ba tey ñi wéru ñu ngi amee feebar bi.
I want you to work together, the two of you, to select either the 5 will come from your end, and she brings 5. Or all the 10 can come from her group. The two of you decide. No, they cannot all come. They cannot. She's saying that they should come from her side. Unfortunately, after the message was given, we didn't have a chance to meet to find out what happened after all. But I was given some report. But what I have now is more effective. It's much stronger than what was given in 2004.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I just wanted to know with HIV AIDS, it is so sensitive, and a lot of people are still in hiding. So if, like some people show interest that they want to have this treatment, but they don't want to go to the ward, can it be done somewhere else? No?
It is totally public. I made it very clear from the outset. What we can do, it can be recorded and kept. In fact, it has to be public. It doesn't mean that I have to go to the square, okay? I mean, when we are treating them, the team that will be with me, of course, it will be under the canal. What we can do is, after the 3 days, they have to go back to the hospital for testing. So if they think that if they take the medicine, they don't want to go and test, then forget it. I think we have more than 10 people that have volunteered, they were on TV. So let's start with those, the known ones. And I think once they have been taken care of, I think that more people would want to come forward. But as I said, I will not treat anyone who has not been diagnosed by a medical practitioner or a facility to be HIV positive or to be asthmatic. The reason being sometimes not everybody has the anyone can go home, except those who are really very weak. They need to be nourished. The reason why I don't want them to go home is not because I'm not sure of my medicine, but I'm not sure of the conditions at home. Whether they'll be properly taken care of, because most of them are really very weak. They are barely skeletons. How's my old man?
The old man is the happiest amongst the bunch. The happiest amongst. I did not check the driver this morning, but he was there yesterday. So I'm not sure whether they discharged him this morning. He also says, in fact, yesterday what he said was, if he is discharged, he's coming straight here. I told him I don't have the authority.
Yes. So, the floor is open, guys. That's what I have to say. I really want us to work together as a team, and where possible, we can produce it en masse. We have your medical research facilities that for the one that of asthma, we can see how we can produce it en masse.
Sorry, Mr. Chair and Commissioners, for that break that happened during the viewing of the video. The important part that I actually wanted the Commission to see and the witness was the part where Yaya Jammeh indicated that he knows that the treatment did not cure the patients and was going to actually give them a stronger dose of the said herbal medication that he had. So if that can be noted by the Commission, and we would tender in the video with the permission of the Commission, and I will give the exhibit number later on. Thank you. So Dr. Njie, if we may continue on that line, you are confirming that he did indicate that he accepts that his cure did not work, and due to that he was going to give a stronger dose of the medication that he had. Is that correct?
Ni council bi jégaluna ci mbolo mi fi nek ci commission bi ne mom lim bu gëna woné moy fi ya Jammeh waxé né garabam bi comme ka mu ta faj ñi way nak mu ngi am garab bu gëna am doole bi opa bi mu jox gaay so dina len jox garab bobu fu mu nek ni lolu waxon nako ndax lolu mu ngi laaj sédé bi ndax lolu nonu la démé ci ndaje bobu.
Well, we all saw it. We all heard him.
Waaw ñun ñëpp gis nañ ko ñun ñëpp dégg nañ ko.
He said, I received a report.
Wax na ne jot naa xibaar.
That was my report.
Te xibaar boobu ci man la
That
bàyyi.
they all tested positive.
Ne ñoom ñëpp seet nañ leen te ñu ngi am doomi jàngoro bi.
So he knew.
Xam na.
Dr. Njie, in the same vein, the video also shows personalities, ministers, doctors, even ambassadors sitting and listening to the misrepresentation being made by the president. Is that correct?
Dr. mu ngi melni ndaje mi am nañu fa teew ñi nga xamne ay ministre ay docteur ay borom nomba tanka ak yeneen kilifa bi mo wax yi nga xamne daal wax yu nga xam ne daal amuñ solo bi mu wax yooyu ndax loolu noonu la demee.
We all saw it. The whole commission, everybody who's here saw that video and heard what he said. He was the only one talking and asking questions. But I want to correct an impression. The tail bit of that video, he was asking me about some people. These were not people in the treatment program. They were people related to him who were admitted in the hospital. So they had nothing to do with this treatment of HIV that he was doing. Was the old man said Yaya was his, that he was Yaya's uncle and had refused hospital bills. I told him that I was going to have him arrested if he doesn't pay. And he told me that he was Yaya's uncle. I said, that's not what brought you to here. So he got this message to Yaya. Yaya paid the bills. And then told me that, look, this is my uncle. Try and be friends with him. That had nothing, it appeared, but it had nothing to do.
Doctor, thank you very much for clarifying that issue.
Doctor,
and making it clear that the happy uncle was not actually someone who received the cure that Yaya Jammeh had.
No, he was happy that he didn't go to the police.
Doctor, yesterday we had a very interesting session with Dr. Sala on ethics of the profession.
Doctor, amon nañ programme ba ak waxtaan bu am solo ak Dr. Sala ci liggéey bi mbiri liggéey bi ni mo wara démé.
And he made it clear that for anyone to practice medicine you must be registered. Is that correct?
Te setal na ne képp ko xamné da nga bëgga def liggéey faj foog nga register wala moy ñu bindala.
Anybody who wants to practice modern medicine as we were trained
must
be registered with the council. That does not include traditional medical. Those just go to the radio and announce that they can cure cataract, they can do this. Those people don't require to be registered in a council. We have no council that works with them.
Doctor, thank you very much.
Dr. Jerejef.
So we presume Yaya Jammeh fell in that category.
Yes,
he was a traditional medical practitioner. That's why he didn't need the regulatory requirements of the Gambia Medical and Dental Council.
Wow, mom daf doon faj ci wàlli cosaan wajub nit ku ñuul loolu moo tax ba soxlawut woon mu bindu ci council bi nga xam ne ñoo amee mbiri fajkat yi.
But looking at the issue at hand, we're talking about HIV/AIDS.
Waaye société mbir mi ñu ngi wax mbiri HIV/AIDS.
This is a disease that when it was first announced,
li feebar la boo xam ne biñ waxee mbiram njëlbeen yoon.
People thought it was a death trap.
Nit ñi dañ fogoon ne lii kay kum jàppa sa waxtu jeex na da ngaa dee. Am nga ko da ngaa dee.
There was not even the sense of a cure or a treatment.
Waxtu boobu kenn nekkul di xalaat pour mbiri faj ba mu wér wala niñ ko fajee.
And Yaya Jammeh took this as a joke. and started using herbs. And traditional methods to actually cure it. As a medical practitioner, how did this make you feel?
I made my feelings known to him. And he was the one who was important. And when he told me he could do it, I told him he couldn't. We had an interview that was aired on GRTS. So anybody who saw that program must have heard what I said. And in as much as I didn't believe him, I recognize that our system recognizes traditional medicine. There's even a department of traditional medicine in the Ministry of Health of the Gambia. And I'm fully aware that WHO does recognize traditional medicine. So
well, it is correct that nobody recognized this cure that Yaya Jammeh had.
Yaya Jammeh amna faj linga xamne dina wëral di febar bi ni,
including WHO.
Boole ci WHO moy mbotay adina bo xamne ñoo saytu wërgu yaram.
I personally made my feelings known publicly.
And
I remember making a statement on this issue. I said it's up to the people to decide what they want. We had been offering them antiretroviral drugs and they were doing well. And if someone gets up one day and say he can do otherwise, if they want to do that, it's their business. It's up to the people. Not to me. That's my personal opinion. But anybody who came and asked me questions as to whether it should be done, I would advise you. But nobody did.
Dr. Njie, you later moved on to be minister.
Right. Dr. Njie gannaaw loolu dem nga kanam bañu def la minister.
Right.
Was the program still going on during your time as minister?
Program bi mu ngi doon di dox ci sa waxtu bi nga nekkee minister.
Yes.
Wow.
Can you tell us if you played any part?
Mun nga ñoo wax ndax doxal nga ci dara?
I came back from an official mission.
Dama dellu ci waat gannaaw tukki boo xam ne defoon naa ko ci suma wàlli liggéey.
And was informed by the president.
Ci la ma président bi xamal ne.
He has now appointed a director of health services for me.
Léegi nag tànnal la ma ko xam ne mooy director bu health service pour man.
And he said, I have now established a presidential alternative treatment program.
Léegi nag dal dinaa taxawal programme boo xam ne ñoom ñooy saytu fajum président bi.
No, that he had established it already.
Ne moom taxawal na ko ba pare.
And that he had appointed a director general.
Te tànn na koo xam ne moo ko jiite muy director general ba.
Did he tell you the name of the director general he had appointed?
Ndax wax na la turi director general boobu mu tànn noonu.
He told me. He told me that he had appointed Dr. Tamsir Mbow.
Wax na ma ne jël na ku ñoo wax Dr. Tamsir Mbow def ko director general bi.
So you are therefore telling this commission that the program was not under the ministry?
No.
mu ngi mel ni yaa ngi wax commission bi ne programme bi kon nekkutoon ci ron ministry bi.
No, it was never under the ministry.
Déedéet musuta nekk ci ron liggéeykaay ministre bi. Jamono ba ma fa nekk ministre.
We had the National AIDS program, which is still running.
Amoon nañ programme boo xam ne ñoom ñooy saytu wàlli feebari AIDS bi te benn tey mu ngay dox.
By international organizations like the Global Fund for HIV and TB.
Am na mbootaay boo xam ne ñoo ko dépasse Global Fund di saytu mbiri HIV ak TB.
And it's still ongoing.
te benn tey mu ngay dox.
Dr. Njie, therefore, just to go back to the fact that you have already made it clear to the Commission that you did not believe and you knew that Yaya Jammeh did not have a cure for HIV/AIDS. Is that correct?
Dr. Njie, mu ngi mel ni setal nga ci bunti commission bi ne Dr. Yaya Jammeh amut li nga xam ne dina faj HIV/AIDS ba mu wér te loolu mu ngi mel ni setal nga loolu wecc comme ni nga ko waxee.
And it is further clear that you had made yourself clear to him and informed him that he did not have a cure for HIV/AIDS.
Gannaaw loolu yëpp setal nga ko ne moom amut loo xam ne dina faj HIV/AIDS boobu ba mu wér amut loo xam ne dina ko mën a wéral setal nga loolu wax nga ko ko.
Besides that, he still continued
gannaaw loolu yëpp moom continue na
to misrepresent to the Gambian people and the international world.
Pour mu continue di def loo xam ne jaaduwut pour waa réew mi ak réew nga xam ne mooy waa bitim réew.
And endangered the lives of the citizens.
Te ñi nga xam ne ñooy waa réew mi dugal na seen bakkan ci loo xam ne lu métti la.
What do you have to say about that?
Loolu loo am pour wax ci loolu.
I am the one who was brainwashed, according to him. I am the one who did not believe him, according to him. I am the one who showed him that what he was doing is not correct. He showed that in the video that you were seeing.
Man maay ki nga xam ne man la wax ne dañ jël suma xel man maay ki nga xam ne man la wax ne gëmuma woon li moo def te feeñal na ko ci vidéo bi nga xam ne moom lañ doon seetaan nii.
I rest my case. He spoke for me. He told everybody. This man doesn't believe me.
Waaw moom dafa mel ni sax moom wax na ci suma kàddu ndax wax na ñépp ne waa ji de gëmut ma.
But it is correct that the cure he claimed to have had did not exist.
Waaye mu ngi mel ni moom li mu wax ne am na faj boo xam ne dina wéral feebar bi amutoon.
We still haven't seen it.
Ben tey de gisaguñ ko de.
Because it is known that throughout the world there is no cure that exists for HIV/AIDS.
Parce que ci biir àddina si yëpp nit ñi xam nañ ne amul lépp amul dara loo xam ne dina mën a faj HIV/AIDS ba mu wér loolu amul benn tey.
I think I said that.
Waaw loolu wax naa ko.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Mr.
Jërëjëf,
Chair,
Doctor.
I have no more questions for this witness.
Council bi amatul lu moo laaj seede bi.
Thank you very much indeed, Council, and thank you, Dr. Njie, for coming to testify before the Commission.
Chairman gërëm na Council bi ba pare Dr. Njie chairman mu ne mu ngi la gërëm di la santa li nga nangu pour ñëw joxe sa seede ci kanami commission bi.
I'm at a loss on understanding one or two minor points, if you can help me.
Chairman ne am na ñaari benn yëf wala ñaar yi nga xam ne daal dafa bëgg nga gën ko koo leeral.
Jammeh locked you up in prison for 18 months.
Jammeh tëj na la kaso diir benn at ak genn wala ci kaw dara.
You showed bravery in disagreeing with him till he called you a brainwashed individual.
Ba pare yow wane nga ne yow wane nga loo xam ne ku ñemeñ moo mën a def loolu ba muy la wax ne yow tubaab yi wala dañ jaxase sa xel bi yépp ci mbir mi.
And in your several encounters with him, you showed them, or you stood your ground on the principles and the science of HIV.
te ci sa ndaje yi ak waxtaan yi nga def ak moom yépp fa nga taxawoon ci benn taxawaay boobu nga taxaw pour wan ko ne lii mbir la boo xam ne daal man li ma gëm moom laa gëm nga wan ko li nga gëm nga wax ko wan ko ba mu set.
You confirmed in your testimony that he was giving you money, and you mentioned one instance where monies that were given to you, you kept them as, what remained in your possession was a bit over $70,000.
Wangane tamit ci sa dugalante ak moom am na benn yoon boo xam ne jox na la xaalis boo xam ne ci xaalis boobu joxe nga ci waaye li des sa loxo ba nga demee compter ko dem na ba juróom-ñaari fukki junne.
He said he gave you that several times using those words.
Te wax nga ci sa ay kàddu ne emutoon ci boobu yoon yu bari daf dee génne xaalis jox la ko.
What puzzles me a little bit is these points that I mentioned: locking you up for 18 months, the bravery that you have shown, standing up to him. Why did you accept any money from him, and not once, not twice, or whatever number of times that you did that? Couldn't you say no to him? And if you can also tell us how many times you accepted money, and perhaps in the amounts that you got from him.
Lima jaaxal tuuti mooy waa ji téere la tëj na la kaso at genn wala ba pare bi nga génnee dugaat sa si sa liggéey bi nga taxaw fi nga taxawoon téye sa taxawaay ba mu dëgër wan ko li nga xam ba pare nga wan ko li nga gëm ba nga wax ko ba mu set waaye gannaaw loolu yépp waa ji continue na di la jox xaalis te nekkutoon benn yoon emutoon ci ñaari yoon nga continuer di jël xaalis ci loxoom lu tax nga nangu loolu bañuloo daal pour jël xaalis ci loxoom lu waral loolu.
Yes, I must confirm that he gave me money a number of times.
Waaw dinaa wéral ne am na ay yoon yu ma jox xaalis.
And I took them.
Te jël naa ko.
He even gave me a car.
Moto sax jox na ma ko.
And I took it.
Te jël naa ko.
Then he offered me a second and a third car, and I refused.
Gannaaw bi bëggoon na maa jox ñaareeli moto ma bañ mu bëgg maa jox ñetteeli moto ma bañ.
Because by then I didn't know what he was trying to do.
Ndikte nag foofu tollu naa ci jamono joo xam ne xaw ma woon lan mooy jubluwaayam.
And I told him that if you are selling these cars, if I have money, I will buy.
Ci laa ko wax ne ko moto yi de bu dee danga koo jaay su ma amee xaalis dinaa ko jënd.
You have already given me one, so I don't want to spoil the opportunities of other civil servants to get these cars.
Jox nga ma benn moto ba pare.
Those were the AU vehicles.
Jox nga ma moto ba pare te bëgguma yàqal ñeneen ñi ñoom tamit pour ñu am ci moto yooyu moto AU yi la woon.
Before they started selling the vehicles,
balaa ñoo commencé di jaay moto yooyu.
he gave me one.
Jox na ma ci benn.
When they started selling the vehicles,
buñ commencé di ko jaay.
he called me up one day and said, I did not see your name in the list of senior government officers buying vehicles.
Mu ne ma gisuma sa tur de ci ñi nga xam ne ñooy kilifa yi nga xam ne ñoom lañ bind seen tur fii.
And I told him that, well, you have given me one.
Ma ne ko waaw ndax dang ma jox benn.
Let other people have a chance to have.
Na ñeneen ñi tamit am.
At least I didn't pay for mine. They're paying for theirs. Let me not spoil the chance.
Man fayuma suma boss dang ma ko may ñoom dañoo fay seen boss xaaral ma bàyyi leen ñoom tamit.
And on that day he said to me, meet me in Kanilai tomorrow.
Bés boobu ci la ma ne ma fekk ma Kanilai ëllëg.
And I'll give you a vehicle.
Naa la jox moto.
And that morning,
ca suba soosu,
when they did not see me,
bañ ma gisut,
the officer in charge of his security
nga xam ne moo amee mbiri kaaraangeem yi
called me.
ci la ma oo.
And he said to me, sir,
mu ne ma saa,
if you don't want the vehicle, just come and take it and give it to me.
soo soxlawut moto bi kaay jël ko rek nga jox ma ko man.
But I decided not to go.
waaye daal man nanguwuma dem.
Well, I took the money because you don't look at a president
li tax ma jël xaalis bi mooy doo jàkkaarloo ak président.
Irrespective of who the president is.
ak président ba ku mun a doon.
And he gives you some money and you say you will not accept it. To me that doesn't make sense.
mu jël xaalis may la ko nga ne ko duma ko jël man daal pour man loolu jaaduwul.
That's why I took the money.
loolu moo tax nag ma jël xaalis bi.
Do you recall the total amount of money that you took from him?
ndax mun nga fataleku xaalis bi ñaata la tollu yi nga xam ne jox na la ko ba nga jël ko ci loxom?
No.
déedéet.
But I will tell you one thing.
waaye dinaa la wax leen na.
Any amount of money that he gave me in a government setting, like he visits the hospital and he pulls out $100,000 and he says, go enjoy yourself.
bépp xaalis boo xam ne jox na ma ko ci place boo xam ne bële bu
which has happened a number of times.
bële bu liggéeykaay la maanaam daal xëj na mu fekk ma ci lopitaan bi rek jox ma xaalis ne ma am demal nga bànneexu.
I'll call Mrs. Awa John, who was my chief accountant at the time.
dinaa dee oo Mrs. Awa John nga xam ne mooy woon accountant bi ba mën a boobu.
And I will hand over the money to her.
dinaa ko jox xaalis
And I will tell her, well, Echi gave us this money to
Echi ñun la jox xaalis bi pour ñu séddoo.
We cannot divide this amongst the staff of the hospital. We have 1,101 staff and we have $100,000. So I'll give it to her and say, keep it. In fact, when this lady was audited, a lot of money was found with her. And she told them, this is money that Dr. Njie gave me and said I should keep for the hospital. Everybody has seen Yaya Jammeh move around this country, and everybody has seen him move with money. And everybody has seen him give money around. Even on the road, he will throw it.
Thank you very much. Would you say it's fair to you if somebody says that he's given you millions of dollars?
jërëjëf docteur ndax lii dina nekk loo xam ne lu jubla su nit waxee ne lim la jox àgg na ci ay millions.
No.
déedéet.
The car he gave me wasn't worth $1 million.
moto bi ma jox sax jarut million.
And the money he gave was always in hundreds of thousands. Maybe 70,000, 20,000. 50,000. And most of the time, like if it happens in the State House, the soldiers will rush me. Rush up to me and say, come on, sir, Sunwala. And I'll give them. He came once to the quadrangle. At 4 o'clock. Closing time. Everybody was scared to go down. Everybody stayed in their offices. I stepped out to go home. My permanent secretary called me and said, sir, the president is downstairs. I said, so? He said, please stay. I said, no, I have something to do. And it's closing time and I'm going home. So I walked down. I found him standing together with the then Director General of GRTS. He's now late. And Honorable Nancy Njie, who was the tourism minister. And I walked straight to him. And I said to him, I heard that you are here to give people money. And it's time for me to go home. Give me my share before the rest come down. So he turned around and he told this man, look, this guy is going to create trouble for me. Give him some money and then let's disappear. And as soon as I moved, my telephone rang. And my peer said to me, I'm watching you. So my share, you must give me my share. When I got to the gate, the security men who were there, they all asked for their share. And I just picked some of it and threw it at them and said, well, go ahead. I kept $10,000 for my PS.
$10,000.
When I was driving along Independence Drive, somebody stopped me at the hospital
Independence Drive and
told me that you were the only one who walked down to go and meet Yaya Jammeh, and he gave you some money. So can I have my share? I gave him 5,000. I gave my driver, I gave my oddly. And that was it. If the president gives you, you take.
President
That was it.
He gives you taxpayers' money or money that is obtained in the name of the taxpayers.
Well, I wouldn't know where he got the money from. The money came from his briefcase.
So, thank you very much, Dr. Njie. Your bravery continues and honesty. There are very few people who would come up here in this platform and on this platform and confess their money from Jammeh.
sa njëmeñ bi continue na ba fi nga taxaw nii parce que ñu néew ñoom ñoo mën a ñëw taxaw fii wax na ne jàpp nañ xaalis ci loxo Yaya Jammeh.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate.
jërëjëf léegi commissioner bu am laajte dinañ la laaj.
Ma'am C, you have the floor, please.
Ma'am C moo la bëgg a laaj docteur.
Doctor Nagaref.
Jamarek.
How are you?
Jamarek si.
Jërëjëf kontaan nañ ci sa wax bi.
We are very happy about what you said here. What you said is very nice.
Li may laaj mooy.
What I'm asking is.
Xale boobu ki ñu fekkoon ci lopitaan bi.
The young man or boy you found at the hospital.
Mu ne dina ko ñaanal.
And he said he will pray for that boy.
Naka la mujjee woon moom.
How did he last?
Koku dafa dee, unfortunately. 3 days later.
The boy died unfortunately 3 days later.
Condition bim amon munuñ ci dara.
The disease or the sickness that boy was suffering from.
Déglu ngeen Dr. Salah muy wax ethics of the profession.
Déglu ngeen Dr. Salah mu ngay wax. You've heard what Dr. Salah said here about the ethics.
Because of ethics yooyu.
Ci ethics yooyu ci taxawaay yooyu ci faj.
Mënuma la wax.
I cannot tell you anything about that boy.
Waaye mën na la wax ni.
But I can tell you.
3 days later.
3 days later.
Mu dee.
He died.
ñaareel bi lim la doon wax noonu dafa dañ jaxase sa xel bi.
The second thing, saying that they brainwashed you.
ñooñu ñan la doon wax ne ñoo jaxase sa xel bi.
Who were the people that he was saying who brainwashed you?
Well, tubaab yi la doon wax ne tubaab yi ñoo jaxase suñ xel yi. Parce que dafa gëm ne ñun façon médecine biñ doon def médecine yi tubaab la.
He said that it was the white people who brainwashed us because the type of medicine we were using was conventional medicine.
So loolu tax moom dafa gëm ne ñun ñi jàng modern medicine.
This is why he believed that we who did modern medicine, the white man had already brainwashed us. And we went through what they believed, and we believed that through.
Traditional medicine.
And they took us away from the path of traditional medicine. Thank you.
Thank you. Imam Jallo, you have the floor, please.
Imam Jallo.
Witness?
Yes, Imam.
I'm very much puzzled by one fact.
Lena Moma Jakhal.
Considering all the ranks within the army, how did these young lieutenants organize themselves in such a way that they could simply silence everybody and nobody shook a finger after you? All of you have been captured and put in jail.
li mel ni xale yi nga xam ne ñoom ay xale lañ toll ci maxaama lieutenant ci army bi ñooñu naka lañ boole seen boppa pexe ba jàppaleen yéen ñëpp ñu téye leen ba pare kenn sax mënut a yëngal loxo.
I'm really puzzled.
loolu daal daf ma jaaxal.
Do you want me to, how should I put it? Well, let's get one thing clear. The army had a system. The junior officers are most of the time together. And in large numbers. The senior officers are few and busy with their responsibilities. That is why it is common. If you look at coup d'etats across the board, you find a collection of junior officers organizing it. You have the situation like for example, the Nigerian situation, where very senior officers are the ones who organize coup d'etats. But that's an exception. Generally, it's the junior officers, and it's because of the time that they have together. In the Gambian army, we had a particular situation. At the time, it was a decision of our government, the government of Sadauda, to bring in a Nigerian training team. And this training team occupied all the positions of authority except one. That was the commander of the Marine unit. And, no, wrong, two. Commander of the Marine unit and commander of the Presidential Guards. So the senior officer, the senior corps, had nothing to do with the day-to-day running of the army. It was done by Nigerians. And not all of us were on the ground. When some of us challenged this, some of us were sent immediately to go and do training courses. Some to Nigeria, some to America, some to England. So the core of the army that was left here were under the command of the Nigeria. And that gave the young boys the opportunity to do whatever they wanted to do. The most senior amongst them were captains. But the rest were lieutenants. And this was led by lieutenants. So I hope you are no longer puzzled. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for clearing that for Imam. If there are no further questions, Dr. Njie, if you have any closing remarks to make, please proceed to make them now.
A lot of things has happened in this country.
lu bari xew na fii ci suñu réew mi.
A lot of wrong has been committed.
am na yoo xam ne jaaduwul te dox na am na fii ci réew mi.
Attempts have been made
am na ay pexe yoo xam ne def nañ ko.
to correct some of these things.
pour ñu jéem a jaajanti yenn ci yooyu nga xam ne moo fi doon am.
One of them is this honorable TRRC.
benn ci yooyu bokk na ci di TRRC bi ñu taxawal.
But we have seen a previous commission come and go.
waaye nag gisoon nañ fi commission boo xam ne ñëwoon na fi ba jeex.
We still don't know the report of that commission.
benn tey li faxee ko ci commission boobu leerut ñu.
It's not available to the public.
nit ñi mbooloo mi xamuñ lan.
We've seen things done that we don't like. People don't like it.
gis nañ loo xam ne moom fee dox loo xam ne nit ñi soxlawuñ.
We've seen the proceeds of Yaya Jammeh sold.
gis nañ yi nga xam ne mooy alal Yaya Jammeh ñu jaay leen.
How it was done, we don't know.
niñ ko defee xamuñ ko.
We just see people driving vehicles that we recognize and they tell us they got it from someone.
dañoo gis rek nit ñaa ngi dawal moto yoo xam ne Yaya Jammeh la woon ñu laaj leen ñu ne dafa am fuñ ko jëlee.
We have seen houses that were seized
gis nañ ay kër yoo xam ne nangu nañ ko.
from people.
nangoo nañ ko ci ay nit.
And today they are in a state of derelict. Nobody says anything about it.
te fi mu nekk nii kenn waxu ci dara.
When I was detained,
man bañ ma téye teg ma.
I had a plot of land in Sinthiou Alhaji.
amoon na pàkka ci Sinthiou Alhaji.
An agency of the government called AMRC.
te mbootaay boo xam ne ci ron nguur gi la nekk ñu ko wax AMRC.
walked in there and sold half the land
ñoo fa dem dal di jaay genn wàlli pàkk ba.
against the advice of the alkali, who as I speak is still the alkali.
te ànduñ ci ndigali ka nga xam ne mooy alkali bi te ba jamono ji maa wax yow nii sax mooy alkali ba.
This is a matter that I personally took up with the then managing director, Mr. Tamba.
man mii ci suma boppa sax waxtaan naa ci ak ka jiite woon mbir yi Mr. Tamba.
But unfortunately he ran out of the country and died in Senegal.
waaye nag moom it dafa dawee bakkanam génn réew mi waaye mu mujjee dee sa Sénégal.
And now we watch what is happening. You drive along the roads, you see people doing things that are illegal.
te fi mu nekk gis nañ liy xew da nga dox ci yoon bi di gis ay nit ñoo xam ne ñu ngee def loo xam ne àndut ak luwa.
If you go to the Sting Corner,
soo demee fa ñoo wax Sting Corner,
there is an area that was reserved.
am na béréb boo xam ne dañ ko beroon.
Those who have spent some time in government will know that was reserved and was supposed to be used to build a road.
ñi nga xam ne ñooy liggéey ci nguur gi ci lu yàgg xam nañ ne foofu dañ ko jëloon tegee ko bor pour liggéeyee ko yoon.
People are building in those areas. If you ask them, they tell you it was given to them by physical planning, which is all wrong.
nit ñaa ngi fa nekk di sampate boo leen laajee ñu ne physical planning moo leen ko jox te loolu jaarut ci yoon.
The Tanvi wetlands
tan bi nga xam ne moo fa nekk.
was established by an act of parliament.
loolu ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk ci néegi député yi ñoo ko tëraloon muy lu.
The land should not be touched.
ne waruñoo laal foofu.
Today is being given to people.
tey ñu ngi jël di ko jox ay nit.
So with all these things, we wonder, where are we heading to? Do we want to reform this country?
lii yëpp di dox ñu ne xalaat ñun fan lañ jublu.
Or do we want to destroy it?
dañ bugg a soppaliwaat réew mi mu jaar ci yoon wala dañ ko bugg a yaaxa.
I hope the commission will help us sort all these things out.
yaakaar naa ne nag commission bii buñ paree ci li ñoo liggéey nañ ñu dimbale ci loolu.
Thank you very much.
jërëjëf.
Thank you very much, Dr. Njie, for those remarks and for coming to testify before the Commission. We really appreciate your testimony.
jërëjëf Dr. Njie kontaan nañ ci yow lool li nga nangu pour ñoo joxe sa seede fii ci kanami commission bi ñu ngi la ciy gërëm bu baax.
Council, do we have a witness lined up for the afternoon?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do.
Fine. Then we will take a 1-hour break and come back at 2:40. Thank you all very much. The meeting is adjourned.
ngeen fan la skincare la 2020 lañ wax de waaw fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache perfect skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loo lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin ngeen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal bel laka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw skincare plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon ne dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit benn tey tamit si ay dàll waaye man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox skincare plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes fragrances men's shirts accessories we do dresses as well we do blouses I mean we do shoes name it we do them Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection zero task fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi taas kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème yu picca boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii
love like fire bring my yoboguma fire love like fire
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.
When we touch down, better broke down.
With Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
So she became mine and see the